Loneliness isn't the absence of people, it's the ache of being unseen, unheard, and disconnected, even in crowded rooms. However, it's a word we often associate more with the elderly or with people who live far away from family. But the truth is, today, more men than ever are struggling with a deep, silent loneliness. It may not always be visible, but it's everywhere. From the busy streets of New York to the crowded streets of Nairobi, men are carrying a quiet emptiness that very few are talking about. So why is this happening? What factors drive loneliness in men, both worldwide and here in Kenya? Across the world, research shows that men are becoming more isolated. Family structures are shifting, there are more divorces, more men living alone, and fewer long-term relationships. Men also often tie their worth to their work. So when jobs are lost or retirement comes, they lose not just their income, but also their identity. And in this digital age, social media has given us enormous connections, but not companionship. Many men may have hundreds of online acquaintances, but no real friends they can call when life gets tough. And then there's stigma. Men are told to man up, to hide their pain, and to stay strong. And this silence builds walls that keep them lonely, even in crowded rooms. In Africa, loneliness in men takes on an even sharper shape. Cultural expectations are heavy. A man must provide, protect, and never show weakness. Vulnerability is often seen as failure. Poverty and unemployment leave many men feeling ashamed and disconnected. And then there's the additional pressure of marriage and family that add weight to the whole situation. In some communities, if a man cannot afford dowry, he remains unmarried and is quietly sidelined from social life. Many men in their silence then turn to alcohol and drugs, not for fun, but to numb the emptiness they cannot speak about. Here in Kenya, the loneliness in men has its own unique causes. In cities like Nairobi, men live alone, far from family, chasing work but losing connections. In the rural areas, many men are left behind when the youth migrate to towns, creating a sense of abandonment. The high cost of dowry and marriage, or even maintenance of a relationship, has left many young men unmarried. And in our society, being single often means being excluded. And if you do get married and things go sideways, divorce and separation often cut fathers off from their children, leaving men with broken homes and broken hearts. And on top of that, men often face the constant pressure to appear successful, to drive the car, to build the house and provide, even when times are absolutely hard. And failure to meet these expectations drives many men into silent suffering. And while places of worship and the community play a big role in Kenyan life, they often focus on families, leaving divorced or single men standing on the sidelines. So the loneliness in men is not just about being physically alone. It's about feeling unseen, unheard, and disconnected. It is a global challenge, but here in Kenya, our cultural, social, and economic pressures are making it even harder. So, if you're a man watching this and you have felt the silence, know this: you are not alone. There are others like you carrying the same weight. And if you know a man in your life, take a moment to check in, really check in on how he is doing. Because sometimes a simple conversation can be a bridge between despair and hope. Because behind the strong exterior that a man has to portray, every man deserves connection, understanding, and love. And when this sometimes seems unachievable, he may consider escape routes in alcohol and drugs, not for pleasure, but to numb the emptiness that is inside of him. Addiction then becomes their secret friend, a way to escape rejection and their sense of failure and emotional wounds. In Kenya, bars are full every night, but most of these men are not celebrating. They are hiding their loneliness. And the tragedy is, the more they depend on addiction, the lonelier they become. So today, check in on a brother, because behind every addiction, there's usually a story of pain. And no man should have to fight this war alone. Be that bridge for your fellow man. Check in on him. Stretch out your hand and be that bridge. Be the hand that guides your brother or your son back to sanity. And also take the time to introspect and look into your own situation. How are you feeling? Are you feeling like you're unheard, like you're unseen, even in the middle of crowded rooms? Speak out and seek help for yourself, my brother. Maybe it might involve counseling. Maybe it might involve getting accountability partners. Whatever you do, don't go down the slippery slope of alcohol and drug addiction. There are no answers down that path. Only an extremely painful ending. If you have ever felt this loneliness, or if this message touched you, please leave a like and share it with another man who might just be going through a dark moment in their own lives. Please consider subscribing and help us get this message into a much bigger audience.